It has been generally accepted that if Nigeria is to make rapid progress on all fronts internally, and if she is to make her mark on the continent of Africa, and indeed in the Committee of Nations, then her youth must be fully mobilized and be prepared to offer willingly and without asking for rewards in return, their best in the service of their nation at all times. The establishment of the National Youth Service Corps is the first step towards the realization of this lofty goal. In conclusion, I wish to assure you, Mr. Chairman, and members of the Directorate of the National Youth Service Corps, of the full support and cooperation of all the governments in the Federation in your undertakings. Yours is not an easy assignment, and the whole world will watch to see what you make of this bold and challenging venture. God willing, you will not fail. I wish you the very best of luck, success, and God's blessings. Thank you very much.
The Director General and Management of the National Youth Service Corps wish to remind the general public of the provisions of the NYSC Act, which states in Section 13, subsection 1, that any person who fails to report for service in the Service Corps in the manner directed by the Directorate or as the case may be, prescribed pursuant to the provisions of this Act, or who refuses to make himself available for service for a period specified in subsection 2 of the Act, is guilty of an offense and liable on conviction to a fine or to imprisonment to a term of 12 months or both, fine and imprisonment. Subsection 2 of the Act states that any person who is not eligible to participate in the service year so participates or attempts to participate is guilty of an offense or having served in a service year and has been duly issued with a certificate of national service or certificate of exemption, as the case may be, is guilty of an offense and is liable upon conviction to a fine or imprisonment to a term of 2 years or both fine and imprisonment. All stakeholders, including core producing institutions, prospective core members and guardians, should be guided in their conduct and desist from criminal practices in relation to the scheme. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. I am Nkem Okwogo. On today's episode, we focus on the contributions of ex-corps member Obeta Martin Chukwudi, an indigene of Enugu State, who was deployed to Niger State for his service year. During his service year, he keyed into the NYSC Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program, SAED, and learned paintmaking and cosmetology. Today, he is the CEO of Zilux Production Company, established in Niger State, his state of deployment. He's also a trainer. Can you believe it? A trainee has become a trainer. He has trained over 1,000 core members and members of the community in paintmaking and cosmetology. Let us meet Martin.
My name is Obeta Martin Chukwudi. I'm from Enugu State. And it's a NYSC service that brought me to Niger State.
He has a lot of people that work with him now. Established company. So he produces sanitizers, he produces hand washing, he fumigates schools, and he has a lot of comment about learning because he's one of the side trainer now. So he shares his own experience. Look, I served like you. I learned this, and that motivates a lot of them to join him in learning and getting established even after service on their own.
We learned skill acquisition in the camp. So having pre-knowledge of that, and then we have to perfect it, and then after which we go into empowerment program. We started training people. After that, even when I was serving, we started training. We carried out CDS projects because then I was attached with one hilltop school here in Niger State. So we carried out CDS project, the group, and then I later carried out a personal CDS project that later qualified us for the Merit Award from the NYSC and then states. We trained them, the staff and the school, generally on a skill acquisition, paint production and cosmetics. And after which we renovated the school, used the paint that we produced, the students and all that. We trained them on the techniques on how to produce and then also how to apply the paint then. After which they did the projects and then painted the school as a whole. And the result of that, the success line to that is that we were given a merited award for the award. After that, we continued by going into remote areas like local government to empower people. From there, started training the core members also as a trainer. I was enrolled officially into the NYSC SAED as a trainer. When we now finished service here, I was like looking at, already before getting into finishing this thing, I already know what I was going to do. You know, I was like, okay, I'm not the type that I will come out and then begin to wait for, depend on the government to empower me to get this job and all that. Already I've made up my mind that I'm going to stand out to become a company owner. At the present, we have been able to have a unit where we are doing productions in different areas. We have paint factory, mini factory, and then we have I have a cosmetic, both organic and inorganic. As after now, we'll go around and see the section we have here is the cosmetic sections. My company is Zilos Production Company, and we are into so many things like paint production, all kind of paint we produce it, and then cosmetics, both organic and inorganic cosmetics. And we've been able to, by the grace of God, just like I said, we have been able to empower so many youths. There is no time that I don't pray for the NYSC. I'm always very, very grateful for having brought us this far, because if not because of the NYSC, coming to serve even, there are so many opportunities that I wouldn't have seen, you know, that expose me to what I'm actually doing now. So I'm so grateful, and I have to continue to remain grateful to thank them for this platform. It's a very wonderful one.
That was an amazing story right there on industry and a proactive disposition to the NYSC SAED program. We would be right back. On the news today, the Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, has advised corps members to acquaint themselves with the criteria for the conferment of the President's NYSC Honors Award. Speaking during his visit to the orientation camp, the DG stressed that potential award winners must have excelled in all the cardinal programs of the scheme, namely orientation, primary assignment, community development service, and winding up and passing out program. He added that in the course of carrying out the assessment of corps members, which began right from the orientation camp, the relevant officers of the scheme and corps employers also looked out for qualities such as hard work, team spirit, resilience, drive, and determination, as well as innovativeness.
The National Youth Service Corps, a call to service, a call to nationhood. Nigerian youths, stand up and embrace this clarion call. Wherever you are posted, accept it, embrace it. Do not harbor any fears, because your security is assured. Develop common ties with members of your host communities. You would discover that North, South, East, and West, we are all brothers with common ties and a shared destiny as one nation. Do not lobby for preferential posting, for it is unpatriotic and illegal. Report at once to the orientation camp as soon as you are posted and contribute your quota to the overall development of our great nation, Nigeria. The National Youth Service Corps, building future leaders.
Welcome back. Our next story is on Sule 2 Camp Community, a community in Ovi Southwest local government area of Edo State, established in 1998. The community has greatly benefited from the contributions of core members in the area of education, as evident in Bright Future Group of Schools, where core members completely administer the academic affairs of the school. In the same community, ex-core member Alowole Olashile, during his service year, identified the absence of a primary healthcare center. Members of the community had to travel long distances to access healthcare. By sheer commitment and support from the community members and the full backing of the NYSC, he was able to construct the first ever healthcare center in the community to alleviate the sufferings of the people. What an unsung hero. Come with us. Sule 2 Community, a farmers' settlement, known primarily for the production of cocoa, was established in 1998 by Sule Adebayo, a farmer from Modakeke in Osun State. He conceived the idea to establish a village where anyone from far and wide can settle in and call home. Adeboye Kazim, the Bale of Sule Community, speaks on its establishment.
Sule Adeboye is a farmer from Osun State, Modakeke. He produces cocoa, so I have idea of establishing a settlement in which he will call people together. Like this community now, we have almost all the tribes in the country. We have Igbos, Yorubas, and Hausa, to be precise. So we are farming, doing different type of business on our product together.
Sunday Adi, a trader and teacher in Lagos State, decided to move to Sule 2 Community to establish a school after he discovered the absence of education in the community on one of his trading visits to the community. In 2004, he established Bright Future Group of Schools to meet the educational needs of the people.
My name is Sunday Adi, an indigenous of Obudu, local government of Cross River State, which is my town, but currently settled here in Edo State, Ovia South West, Sule 2, where I established my business. This school was founded in 2004, September 12, and by the special grace of God, the school has been doing well. I came here under the condition of buying plantain and other foodstuffs to Lagos. Before then, I was a teacher in Lagos, but the salary as of then was too mega, so it was not encouraging. When I came here, I discovered that the children were down in education. There was nothing like any trace of school. Being a teacher and someone that loved training children, I decided to settle for the education and then abandon the real business that took me here.
Since the establishment of the school, core members have been its academic strength.
The first core member that I have here, when they came here, there was no accommodation, no settlement, but I promised them. I told them 1 month interval, when they come, they will have a place to settle. And before they were able to come back, I was able to erect 4 rooms, cement and ceiling. And when they came, they were so much happy. In area of caring for my coppers and to make them feel at home, I always try my best. One, I give them good accommodation, provide sleeping foam, standby electricity from 6 to 12. They love the environment because the environment is natural. So I think with all this, they were able to feel encouraging and they stay comfortable without complaint. As a result of that, I was called to Unibe, where Edo State government encouraged me as the best school that care for the coppers, and I was so much encouraged. And up till death, I think they document that because the name of my school is Bright Future Group of School.
Ex-corps member Samson Olawale Shile, who served in 2016, went further to identify the absence of a healthcare center in the community. He decided to construct one with the support of the community members and the NYSC. He successfully handed over the healthcare center to the members of the community.
When Corporal Samson Olawale Shile came to me that what can he do for the community? Initially, he came with introducing a pipe-borne water for the community. I told him no, that at least for now we can manage our local water here. But what the community needs most is health center. And with much discussion, he now told me that I should escort him to the Baile, who is the chief of the community, to discuss the issue with. And on getting there, the Baile took it on and called other members of the community who agree to support him to make sure that the health center is established. And today, with that creative wisdom and the grace of God upon us, he was able to achieve that.
Health Center was being initiated by Corporal Alowole Olashile, which was powered by the community effort. The boy is a brilliant boy, very young boy, came to me through his proprietor, let the community know that we are more than to not have a government health center here because of vaccine being given to people that they are not selling it in all these chemists or somewhere. So we buy the idea as a community, we support him, and we pilot a project. And when we met with the CLO of the local government, he took us to the head of service in local government then. And he promised, if we can make the center to come to reality, at least they will equip it. Head of service fulfill his promise. The boy is a great boy to everybody in this community and in Edo at large. Why? This type of health center is the first of its kind, introduced by a corporate member, powered by community, and offered to government. Being a stranger settlement, Sule community. So that's why you pray for him. We as a leader and all community members are general in itself. We are praying for him every day because the effect is not traceable for now.
Our services are of different type here. We take deliverance as a midwife. We treat minor ailments. Others beyond us we refer. Immunization services, and others for now family planning and other services we render. Sule Health Center, according to the way I was told when I came, that it was initiated by a corporal, Mr. Olowole, assisted by the community efforts. So this health center, being as closer to the people, I believe it has helped in one way in solving many people problem, in the sense that instead of rushing people to a farther place, at least the one we are able to do here, there are some we carry out here, which is emergency treatment, deliverance and others. It has really gone a long way, affecting the lives of people positively. Immunization and other things, the people can attest to that.
Looking at this project is of great benefit to us as a community, because formerly, if any of us have malaria or fever, for us to be able to have access to vaccine, we'll be running down to the neighboring community, which is a little bit far from us, called Owosu. Sometimes it happens in the night, and getting there, we take the risk of that night, and we go there. But with the help of this couple that came, he initiated this, and thank God for our Baile. He embraced it, and we work together, and we see as we are able to raise it to this stage, and we give glory to God.
Incidentally, I'm a first patient here, and I gave birth here too, in this health center. Praying for him wherever he is, that the Almighty God will continue to bless him and his family, and the Lord will use him more and more.
He encouraged the school. He teach well. Children love him in every ramification. And even the society, the community at large, they love him. The NYSC as a whole, I will use this opportunity to thank them because they have been doing well for the progress of this school.
Nigeria serves, Nigeria we serve.
It is so beautiful to see the smile on the faces of the community members. The healthcare center, several years after it was constructed by ex-corps member Alonle Olashile, continues to provide quality healthcare for the people. That is what the NYSC strives to achieve, a better society. Corps members across the country, through their contributions in their places of primary assignment and community development services, are working to improve the quality of life of the members of their host communities. Thank you for investing your time with us on today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. We always love to hear from you. Please write to us on the online handles displayed on your screens right now, and we would write back. Remember, the safety of corps members in our communities is the responsibility of you and I. Until I see you next time, I am Nkem Okwogo. Stay safe.
Section 6 of the National Youth Service Corps Act places in every state government the responsibility to arrange and provide accommodation, boarding, transportation, and to provide other facilities which are essential for the welfare of members of the Service Corps and the success of the scheme in the states, and also to arrange the provision of facilities for orientation courses and winding up exercises. While Section 7, subsection 4 states that every state government shall be required to provide such other facilities and contribute to the implementation and achievement of the programs and projects of the Service Corps in the states, including, but not limited to, land for agriculture, orientation camps, and transportation facilities. The Director General and the management of the National Youth Service Corps appreciates the efforts of all the state governments who have provided adequate facilities for corps members serving in their states, and uses this medium to encourage and appeal to other state governments to provide adequate facilities for corps members serving in their states in order to guarantee a smooth and successful service year. Thank you.